Good evening. My name is Will Johnson, and we are right on focus. And good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, you know what? The Democrats don't ever end. They never end with their insanity. This whole DNC that's going on, it's all about hating President Trump. They say it's all about joy. I didn't know you could get so much joy out of hating someone so much. Think about that. This entire time, the past 4 days, on the past 3 days, today the fourth day, they've been hating Trump. Trump. They said Trump more than they talked about the policies that they want to implement. Oh, wait a minute. They really don't have any policies. It was all a hate Trump fest. They hate Trump so much they can't get Trump out of their mouth. Trump lives rent-free in their heads. They know it. We all know it. They can't help themselves. It's pretty despicable, actually. See, the DNC is all about hating Trump. They need you to hate Donald Trump more than they hate inflation, open borders, fentanyl, and the drugs on our streets. They need you to hate Trump more than all of that. They need you to hate Donald Trump more than our children being killed by illegals, more than homelessness, the homelessness epidemic, and more than abortion. Make sure you hate Trump more, because it's more important that you hate Trump. They need you to hate Donald Trump more than the possibility of World War III. Think about that. They'd rather go into World War III than allow President Trump to go back into the office. They need for you to hate him that much. That's why a vote for Kamala Harris is actually, that's what it's all about. These Democrats have once again proven what hypocrites they are. There's a huge police presence outside of the DNC. But look, that's okay, right? They're there to protect them. They're there to protect all of the Democrats inside. We got a huge police presence. But it was okay for all of the criminals to burn down your cities and your neighborhoods and even attack you. But the police, they're needed to protect the DNC. You know, we have to have the police to protect them. We don't need the police anywhere else other than that. Let's defund them, right? Think about that. They need people to have IDs. Listen to that. You need to have an ID to get into the Democrat National Convention or even the Kamala Harris prep rally. You need IDs to get in them. Did you know that? When I've gone to President Trump's rallies, I didn't have to show an ID. Now, when I went for press credentials and stuff like that, I had to show ID, but just going in, being a spectator, I didn't have to show IDs. But apparently you have to show them going in to Kamala Harris prep rally. But remember, they said IDs are racist. Are they trying to keep black people out of the convention? Because it's racist if you're asking for an ID, because, you know, black people don't have IDs. Black people don't know how to find the DMV. And black people don't even know how to operate a computer. I don't even know how this computer got up with my camera. I don't even know. It just happened. They are saying they say borders don't work. The border wall don't work. Borders don't work. But yet Biden and Harris built a beautiful border wall around D.C. and even at the Democrat National Convention to protect the demons inside. Imagine that. How does that work? Really? Well, let me ask you this. Who do they care about? You, the hardworking American, or themselves? And don't forget, they want you to hate Trump. They'd rather you hate Trump than you love America. TDS is a real thing. TDS is absolutely a real thing. It really is. Okay. Let me share this with you. This was President Trump earlier today. President Trump went down to the border. And while he's down on the border, he's doing a press conference. And of course, it's been how many days they appointed Kamala Harris in this position, and they still have yet to do a single press conference with Kamala Harris. And they're probably more than likely not going to do one, right? It's like, don't even expect it. Don't even expect it. Probably not going to even happen. Go ahead and split screen it for me. Here's President Trump, and he makes a really valid point here that he's saying that Kamala Harris is not going to say anything because tonight's the night. Kamala Harris is supposed to take the stage, and they're probably going to all go up, and when she goes up on the stage, they're probably going to do like they did Elizabeth Warren tonight. Elizabeth Warren went on stage, and they'd be like, oh, they stood up and clapped. Oh, my goodness. This should have been you. And Elizabeth Warren's up there crying like, oh, yeah, thank you so much for the praise. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh, I love it. I love you all. Thank you so much for praising me. Oh, ooh. I mean, really? I don't understand. What does she do? She's just as communistic as Kamala Harris. But listen to President Trump talk about Kamala Harris in her speech tonight, which, again, she's more likely not going to say anything about the border. She's not going to say anything about the crisis that they created. She created. She was the border czar. But then President Trump says, well, maybe she's watching this and just maybe she will say something now about the border because he brought it up. But you know what? If Kamala Harris's writers hadn't put it in for the teleprompter, she's not going to say anything about it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to stay away from anything that makes them look bad. President Trump is writing his first statement here. They're not going to say anything. They don't want you to think about the crisis. They don't want you to think about the devastation that they brought to the United States of America. So they're going to talk about hope and joy, transgender, and what else? Abortion, killing the unborn child. And of course, I wonder how many times she's going to say President Trump's name. We should probably count.
As Kamala gives her convention speech tonight, she will not mention the victims. She won't even talk about them, although now that she sees us, maybe she will. She'll not say their names or express remorse to their families. Kamala says she wants to talk about the future. No, these people want to go back to the safe past. We don't have a future with open borders and all of the other problems this country has. The crime problem, just like they rigged the 818,000 jobs number, they rigged the crime numbers too. And that's also been a proven fact, just came out. But she's stolen the future of Lake and Riley and Rachel and our precious Jocelyn, just taking their lives away for no reason.
For no reason. For no reason. I'm so thankful that President Trump is still here. I'm so thankful that the Democrats failed in the assassination attempt against him. Did you hear while President Trump was in Arizona, some nut job put on social media that he's going to try to assassinate President Trump? Right? That's the story that I heard, that they're going to try to assassinate President Trump. And then they actually caught him. They apprehended him because he was going to try to assassinate President Trump. They apprehended him. So at least the Secret Service is finally doing their job, or at least acting like it. So did they release any information on this guy that wanted to assassinate President Trump, Shannon? Okay. Did they say his party affiliation, or is the CIA not done, creating a profile on him? Because if the CIA is not done creating a profile on him, once it's done, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a registered Republican. Another registered Republican wanted to kill President Trump, just like the last guy, registered Republican. No one's buying it except for stupid liberals. The liberals will buy anything. Remember Russia? They're still buying that nonsense after it was proven that President Trump never colluded with Russia. They're still buying it. Absolutely buying it. Okay, now I do have some stuff that I want to share with you from the DNC. Here's the one with this nut job, Ted Lieu. Listen to Ted Lieu, completely nut job. And just like Kamala Harris and the rest of the nut jobs that stood on that stage yesterday, and the day before, they're all pushing communism. If you listen to what they're saying, they're not going to say, we want to bring in this communist tactic and this communist agenda. But if you listen to what they're saying, it is 100% communism. They feel it's okay to do so now. They feel that we live in a day and time where communism will be embraced by you, the American people. Listen.
She'll fight to lower housing costs so that everyone, everywhere, can find a place to call home.
She's going to fight lower costs for homes. How is she exactly how is she going to do that? Oh, she's going to take tax dollars from Americans, or she's going to go into the corporations and tell them how much you can charge for a home. And then guess what? They're going to stop building homes. And guess what? Homes won't become available because no one's going to sell them, because you're like, I can't sell it for that. I'll lose money. And then the Democrats will go, but that's the point. You're corporate business. You made all this money already. You need to give up more money. And businesses can't function that way. See, what happens is when Kamala Harris and the Democrats, if they ever get their way, God, please, let's pray that they don't get their way. What's going to end up happening is all these businesses that are hiring people, they won't be able to hire people because they're going to end up going out of business because of the tactics of the Democrats party. Just like the grocery stores, the shelves will go empty because the manufacturers won't be able to produce the food for it because they can't make any money. It costs more to produce it than they can to sell it. So they will be stuck. Won't be able to do anything. They'll be stuck. Here's another one. Communist tactics. Listen to this. And then again, like I said, they're not even being shy any longer about them wanting to push communist tactics. And of course, they're trying to change the way they say it. Like, the whole grocery deal, how Kamala Harris said that she's going to go in and she's going to regulate the prices for the food. So she's going to have to create a whole task force like they did the IRS to go in and nickel and dime everybody. And you notice she's not even talking about no more taxes on tips. You notice that. Haven't heard anything coming out of them from that any longer. But they have it as one of her policies. Still not on her website, but they have it down. So I guess she's not going to say anything about it. Maybe she might say something tonight. But the thing is, they're changing it up the way they're saying it, trying to make it sound like it's not communism, like Kamala Harris is going to come in and help you with the bottom line with your grocery bills. Well, she's already said how she wants to do that. She's going to attack grocery stores.
And they're earning our votes by laying out a plan that puts the American dream not just within reach, but so we can fully grasp it. By making sure going to the grocery store doesn't break the bank.
You see that? Going to the grocery store doesn't break the bank.
They literally act like they have not been in charge the past 3.5 years.
And you know what? That's the bottom line right there. That is the bottom line. My producer just said they act like they haven't been there for 3.5 years. That is the absolute bottom line to all of this.
Literally, under Harris and Biden, more and more people have drained their 401k, drained their savings, literally driven up the debt on people's personal debt.
The credit cards
higher than ever before. Literally under them, the American dream has gotten farther and farther and farther. Young people right now are so discouraged. They don't want to have children. They say they'll never buy a home. This happened under them. People were more hopeful when Trump was
Shannon,
president.
they're here to fix it. This is what all the DNC, this is what all this is about. For them to come in and fix it.
It's such a sham. Just
it
like
really
you
is.
Can't repeat it enough.
Yeah.
They have been in charge 12 out of the past 16 years. The mess that we are in them, they are really responsible for it. And Obama wants to continue the disaster he had under his 8 years, the division under his 8 years. Biden picked up the torch and made it 10 times worse. What is going to happen under Kamala will? She is totally more liberal than them.
She is.
We are literally.
She's a communist.
Becomes president, we are going to turn this country will be unrecognizable.
She is a communist, and people keep saying that she's more liberal. She's more liberal, which is true. But the thing is, she's a communist. She's straight up a communist.
I'm excited to announce we're having a huge MyPillow spring sale, and here's a few examples. Buy one of our MyPillow 2.0s, you get another MyPillow 2.0 absolutely free. Made with cooling technology, the best pillow ever just got even better. And this just in, 9 brand new colors and styles of our Percale bed sheets. They're made with the finest long staple cotton, and now you can save 50% or more. That's as low as $24.98. And for the first time this year, I'm bringing you our My Slippers and Sandals for as low as $25 a pair. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get your MyPillow 2.0s. Buy one, get one free. Percale sheets as low as $24.98. My Slippers and Sandals as low as $25 a pair. And for a limited time, when you order $75 or more, your entire order ships absolutely free.
Imagine a world where your phone works anywhere. No dead zones, no drop calls. That's what you get when you go to prepgearplus.com. The Iridium 9555 satellite phone gives you the freedom to connect from any corner of the globe. Plus, they offer family shared plans with up to 3 phones. Why satellite phones? They're secure, encrypted, and used by the U.S. military, ensuring that your communication is private and reliable. In a time where the cell networks are increasingly vulnerable, the satellite phone is a beacon of stability. Don't believe me? Ask the tens of thousands who were left without service during the AT&T outage, or the heroes in Hawaii who manage emergency situations with just one satellite phone. Get a peace of mind with a network that stands firm when others fail. Visit prepgearplus.com or call 855-980-5830 to join the communication revolution. Prepgearplus.com, where every call is secure and every corner of the earth is covered.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is General Mike Flynn, and I'm here to talk about a limited time offer of subscriptions to Patriot.tv and how you can become a member of our Patriot Defenders subscription club and become a member of Patriot.tv. Really, it's America's network. I call it the home of truth. And you can do that for only $9.99 a month. It's a great deal by itself, but what I'm going to walk you through here in these next few seconds is a couple of package deals that we have that are unbelievable. The next membership was the annual membership at $99 that you can save right away. You save $20 if you come in at the annual subscription rate. The best deal that I think that people ought to seriously consider is the 2-year membership at $159. And it includes a special edition of my recently released documentary, Flynn, Deliver the Truth, Whatever the Cost. So along with the 2-year membership, the 2-year subscription will send you a DVD combo of the film, plus an option to stream the movie online, as well as exclusive interviews of Tucker Carlson, Devin Nunes, and myself. So go to the home of truth, right? Go to Patriot.tv today, sign up, seriously consider the 2-year subscription rate. It's an unbelievable savings. I think it's a total savings of about $70 from just signing up on a monthly or a annual basis. So thank you very much for your support. Patriot.tv is America's new network. Thank you.
And we're back. So the DNC, the Democrats, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, 3.5 years, they've created the biggest lie in American history, pushing billions of dollars to Ukraine, telling all of us that Joe Biden created more jobs in American history than any other time. The crime rate is down. And even President Trump has mentioned that earlier today, that there was a report that just came out, just like the jobs report. They were lying about that. And now there's been a report that came out saying that the crime, because the Democrats saying the crime is down, the crime is actually up. They lied about that. They're lying about everything that they've been telling the American people going into this election, trying to get people to believe that things are better, which I'm not sure why people would even believe that. Are they not paying attention to what's going on? Are they not seeing what's happening on the streets of America? Are they just listening to what the MSDNCs and the Communist News Networks are telling them? Is that all they're listening to? Which a lot of people do. A lot of people don't realize that they need to broaden their horizon. Well, listen to this one. This was on Fox News, and Gruesome Newsom was on talking with Brett Baier about Kamala Harris. And of course, they've been there all this time. What are they going to do? What are they going to do that's different? Why should someone support Kamala Harris and Kamala Harris and Tim Woods right now? Why should someone support them? Oh, because you got to hate Trump. That's why. Right? Listen.
When she ran in 2019 for president, she had a lot of policies, specific policy ideas that now we only have paper statements that they are saying that's completely different. Banning fracking, where she is on Medicare for all, immigration, all of these things are a 180. Is she going to explain that to us tonight?
Well, she's been part of the Biden-Harris administration. She's been in office
exactly for the last
three and a half years. So she has a record of accomplishments that I'll put up. I mean, come on.
What accomplishments has she have? He said she has a record of accomplishments that we're going to put up. Shouldn't they be on the website right now? Right? Wouldn't you agree? Now, there's no policies for Kamala Harris on the website. Why not put her accomplishments on the website? Well, wait a minute. She doesn't have any.
Now, wait a minute. Maybe Newsom needs to go talk to Van Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Because Newsom's saying Biden's accomplishments are Kamala's accomplishments, but Van Jones, knowing that that's dangerous, right, to put her, hinge her with Biden, he says, no, she's just the co-pilot. You know what? They talk out both sides of their mouth. The thing is, if she has no policies, her accomplishments will not get her elected. So they try to make her likable. That's all they're doing this week. They're trying to make her likable and Trump for everybody to hate him. That's the whole purpose of the DNC this week.
To hate Trump. TDS is a real thing.
And make us look joyful. You notice even Ted Lieu, he's up there raising his hand going, this is what she did. I think everybody got the word, right? Like, be exciting. Yeah. Have lots of energy.
Be joyful.
We're happy.
We're happy. We're not like those mean, bad Republicans talking about all of the terrible things that we did to the country. We're not like that. We're going to just talk about nice stuff. We're going to be joyful. We're going to be happy.
It's not more insulting to go, you know what? You guys are miserable.
What happens when they don't get what they want?
But we're all happy here. We're full of joy.
What happens when they don't get what they want?
Yeah.
Think about this. Yeah. See, right now they're acting, oh, yeah, we're so happy. Because like little tyrant children, they're happy when they think they're getting what they want. And then when they don't get what they want, what do? I'm just saying.
They're having to do the same thing.
We are going to see.
They're doing the same thing they did with
Democrats. Yes, that we're going to see the Democrats so furious, so angry. When President Trump wins come this November, they are not going to they're not going to know how to act. They're going to be so angry. I'm going to call it right now.
Oh, we know it.
I'm going to call it right now. In 2016, I said when President Trump wins, they're going to riot. If not that night, it'll be the next day or the day following when it all sets in. Same thing's going to happen this time. Because, see, they're going to cheat, but it's going to be so many people. It's going to be too big to rig. And they were like, okay, we're trying to put the numbers in here. We're trying to get the numbers in here. And they're not going to have the numbers in because there's going to be too many of us in America voting for President Trump. And when they realize and when it all sets in that President Trump wins again, they're going to riot like no tomorrow. Listen to Van Jones talking about the pilot of the plane that we're in right now. Who is the pilot? According to Van Jones, he's trying to allude that President Trump is the one flying the plane. Right? And he said, well, we need to trust the one that's flying the plane. And then he's going to flip and try to say, well, it's Joe Biden flying the plane. And then he's going to say it's not Kamala Harris flying the plane. And not to realize, but Kamala Harris is the co-pilot. Watch.
But I think that you have to trust the pilot of the plane in the first place. And the problem right now is that Donald Trump is not a trustworthy pilot. And what these guys are winning, they're winning the babysitter contest. Who do you want? Whose values do you want to be in charge of the plane before we get where we're going? And I think you're getting smoked on that. And I think How do you see it?
My brother.
Yes.
My brother, I have to tell you.
Please.
The current pilot of the plane is Kamala Harris. Donald Trump is not the pilot of the plane.
No,
He's right here.
She's the vice president. She's the co-pilot. She's the co-pilot.
You see that? Oh, she's the co-pilot. She's the co-pilot. President Trump is not the pilot. Joe Biden is. We're crashing. Mayday, mayday, mayday. And then he go, oh, she's the co-pilot. Well, okay, that's better. Both of them are driving the country into the dirt. Both of them are crashing America. Both of them crashing America. Well, here's another one where Van Jones and him sitting on the panel. And this is actually a really good one because all this time, Kamala Harris has been there all this time. And we're supposed to just look the other way. And I love his response to Van Jones at the very end. And what he's saying is spot on. And they're all kind of like smiling like, man, he's like hitting it. He's nailing it. Right? So you're supposed to vote for Kamala Harris to find out what her policies actually are. Right? Just vote her in and then you'll find out. He brings that up. Remember they passed that bill, or Nancy Pelosi said, in order for you to read what's in the bill, you got to pass it.
Yep.
You remember that?
She sure did.
You remember that?
Same thing with Kamala. You have to vote her in to see what she stands for.
Exactly. You got to vote her in to find out what she stands for, actually. What?
Tonight said anything. Nobody tonight said a damn thing. They want you to vote for a ticket based on absolutely no concrete idea about what they would do once they get in office. You said he got more progressive when he got elected governor. So you're saying every time he gets another office, he gets more and more progressive. I think that's exactly what would happen. Tonight, you did hear people say, well, we may not agree with them on everything, but at least it'll be joyful as they tax us into oblivion. I think the idea that you could run an entire presidential campaign based on the idea of vote for me to find out what's in it.
Wait a minute.
Ought to terrify every American.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that's such an awesome line. I mean, even Van Jones is sitting there smiling to that, and he said, okay, yeah, that was really good one there. That's really good one there. Because, you know, any other time, they're spending a lot of time lying to one another, trying to see who can be the most convincing in the lies that they're telling. You know, we see it all the time. Let's lie about this. Let's lie about that. And we're like, oh, yeah, that's really good. Really good. You're lying very well there.
I actually love Scott Jennings on CNN. He's my favorite person there. He always says such rational things, right? And you know, Van Jones starts laughing, right? Even some of the other hosts start laughing because they know he's right. They know he's right.
Yeah, they know he's right. You know, and they're still trying to argue and they try to make it look like it's not what it is.
Well, that's their job. I mean, Van Jones is such a... I was reading, Will, and I didn't know, actually, I asked you earlier, it said that he was in Obama's... he was an Obama advisor. I didn't even know that, but totally makes sense, right? But he says Trump wasn't trustworthy, and I'm sitting here going, come on, Van Jones. One of the most important legislations that you fought for that the Democrats never put through was for the prison reform that Trump did. And he praised Trump, but he was mad Trump did it, right? But they hate Trump so much that they can't admit that Trump does anything good. They can't admit that he had a better economy. They can't admit that the border was safer. They can't admit that he did the insulin. Now they literally Newsom lied earlier, Will, and he said that Trump didn't come up with the no tax on tips. Just like you said he would, or they would. He literally said it, and I was like, come on.
Did he?
Yeah. But see, here's the thing.
Where did I see that? I didn't see that. I don't recall that.
I was reading. The only
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I heard you correctly. Gruesome Newsom actually said that President Trump didn't come up with tax on tips first.
No tax on tips. Yeah,
no tax on tips.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that they were going to do that?
Actually, it was on Twitter. Yeah.
Didn't I say they were going to do that?
Yeah, that's why I said. You said
he put it on. He put it on X. Did he actually put that on X? Saying that
it was in an article on X.
Where can we find that? I mean, because I said, watch, they're going to end up saying that President Trump didn't do it. Just like the insulin, $35. Now, so President Trump didn't come up with that. President Trump is trying to take credit for something. I mean, this is 1984. This is straight up 1984 with them lying to every last one of us, and you're just supposed to believe every lie that they tell us. Wow.
Throughout history, the spirit of patriotism has prevailed. The battles may have changed, but the values remain the same. Today, in 2024, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment where the call for unity, freedom, and a better future echoes louder than ever. For more than 10 years, Patriot Mobile has been committed to supporting the values that make our nation great. With affordable plans and reliable nationwide coverage, Patriot Mobile is not just a wireless service. It's a call to action for those who believe in the American dream. Because this year is not just any year, it's the most important year since our nation's founding. Choose a wireless carrier that shares your values. Choose Patriot Mobile.
I don't know about you, but I have to have that cup of coffee in the morning. And Kingdom Cup is mold-free, it is pesticide-free, and it is organic. It's got this flavor that is delicious. You don't even have to put cream or sweetener in it.
Why did we go with the bean form, the whole bean? Because ultimately the powder form is the one that gathers the most moisture. And that means the more potential mold development. This is actually organic, mold-free, certified. That's important because ultimately people drink coffee. It's cultural. And so we tried to meet the culture where it is and create a healthy alternative.
Make the healthy choice for you and your family. Try mold-free, pesticide-free, and it's organic, delicious Kingdom Cup coffee. And it's available now at the Patriot TV store. Go to patriot.tv and click on store. You'll find Kingdom Cup coffee in the health and wellness section. Order Kingdom Cup coffee at the Patriot TV store now.
And we're back. Let me share this with you. So President Trump, when he talked about the job numbers, he talked about the 813,000, or was it 818,000 invisible jobs that were never there in the first place. Someone from the White House leaked the information, and I'm pretty sure that they're all upset about it in the White House right now, trying to figure out who leaked the information. Now, remember, they had cocaine in the White House, and they never could find out who brought the cocaine into the White House or who leaked the information from the Supreme Court about the abortion issue. They never could find that person, right? That never could pan out to be anybody. But this actually hurts Harris and the Democrats. So they're probably more than likely going to find out who this is. Who is that released the information? Because whoever it was, more than likely, will release more information. We haven't even got to October yet. I'm just kind of curious what that October surprise is going to be. Well, listen to President Trump as he's talking about the job numbers. And then I want to play the Commerce Secretary for you, which you already know this information before President Trump even uttered a word about it, which I'm pretty sure she does. She's just lying. But listen to President Trump here.
And it really isn't a revision. It's a total lie. Total lie. There's never been any revision like this. They wanted it to come out after the election, but somehow it got leaked. It got leaked. Government leaks too. The Harris-Biden administration has been caught fraudulently manipulating job statistics to hide the true extent of the economic ruin that they've inflicted on America. The new data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the administration padded the numbers with an extra, listen to this one, 818,000 jobs that don't exist. So they said they existed, and they never did exist. They built them up so that they could say what a wonderful job they're doing. No, we've never had numbers like this. They don't exist. They thought they could do it sometime after, we have an election coming up very quickly, but they wanted this to come out after November 5th when it wouldn't have meant so much, but it came out a little early, so there's a patriot in there someplace, right?
Yeah,
The real
there's a
numbers
patriot
are
in there someplace. There's a patriot in there someplace releasing information. But just like the job information, right? They lied about it. They lied about it. And here, listen to the Commerce Secretary here. Listen to what she says here. Because they just played that clip that you just saw of President Trump for her. And now she's going to respond. And the only reason why she's talking to her, because she should already know these numbers. She should have already known these numbers before President Trump started talking about it. Because this came out of Biden's White House. This came out of their White House. Right? And it's probably someone in her office that leaked this information. Watch how she acts. Now, let me paint this picture for you really quick. She's on here saying that she hadn't seen anything about it. And because President Trump now is talking about it, it must be a lie. It must be a lie. Because Trump is talking about it, right? She probably already knew these numbers before. She knew it was all a lie. So now she's just going to say, well, Trump talked about it, so it must be a lie. Watch.
When you hear that, do you potentially think that this new numbers could be a liability for this campaign?
No, when I hear that, first of all, I don't believe it because I've never heard Donald Trump say anything truthful.
It is, though, from the Bureau of Labor.
I'm not familiar with that.
It's from the Bureau of Labor, right? And she doesn't know. She's not familiar. What is her job? What is her job? The only reason why they're talking to her about this because it's her job to know. It's kind of like she's sitting in front of Congress. Congressmen are talking to Senator Hawley or Ted Cruz or, one of them, and they're asking her tough questions. And she go, well, that's out of my scope, or I don't have an answer for you. Or she goes some off the wall question talking about something that's not even related to the hearing that they're in. Kind of same thing here. Like, I don't know anything about that. What is your job? How do you not know? What have you been doing for the past however long she's been in this position? Probably the 3.5 years that Joe Biden's been there. But, they've been rotating a lot of people in and out. So maybe she's been there a short time and still, if you're going to be in this position, I think you should know how to do the job. Right? When I did IT and I did virtualization, I knew how to do the job. When I'm applying for different jobs, I didn't apply for jobs to do Cisco networking because I didn't know networking. I knew some network, but not Cisco networking. I wasn't a Cisco engineer. I was a systems engineer. There is a difference. So I didn't apply for a job that I didn't do, like programming, doing COBOL or Python, right? I know just very little. I didn't apply for those jobs because I didn't do programming. Did she apply for a job doing programming, or did she apply for the job so she would know these numbers? I think she applied for a job to know these numbers. And of course, she doesn't know them. And because President Trump says something, it must be a lie. Because President Trump brought it up. Here's more information about it that they don't want you to know. They're destroying everything.
Want to know why there were 800,000 fewer jobs created? It's because of tax burdens, and she only wants to make them worse.
Donald Trump was the only president that I can remember who actually raised the income of the lowest 20 percentile and moved it up relative to everybody else. He closed the gap. Nobody else has done that. Nobody.
You see that? You see that? I mean, what does this all mean? You can take it off the screen. What does this all mean? It only means to me that they are going to lie about everything, about the jobs, about the crime, about our economy, about their policies and what they're wanting to do. They're going to continue to lie up until November. And then when November gets here, then they'd be like, okay, well, you know what? November came and it went. Just give it that time. Just give it up to that time, and once that time is here and done, then you can go out and be stupid. Then you can go out and be violent. Then you can go out and do whatever it is you want to do to destroy America again. But right now, just keep it toned down. Keep calm down. This is what they're doing. Oh, you don't believe me? Here, look at this one. Split screen it for me. Look, here's a prime example of that. Tell them just calm down for, what is it, 78 days now? Just chill out for the next 78 days. Just chill out. Don't do any press conference. Don't do any interviews. Don't say anything that the Republicans can use against us. But after that time is over with, by all means, show how evil you are. Bring out all the demonicness that you can bring out. Watch.
We got 70 days to act right, y'all. That's right. Now, after 7 days, we can go back there and crazy. Right?
Did y'all hear it? Could you hear it? So that's like, it's only on one channel. Let me see if I can fix that to where we can hear it on both channels. Yeah, I can fix that. Because I don't think everyone was able to hear that. All right, I think this will do it here. Let me play it one more time for you.
We got 70 days to act right, y'all. That's right. Now, after 7 days, we can go back there and crazy. Right?
70 days, and then we can go back acting crazy. Because you notice, like I told y'all, when you see these events, when you see them, right, at the DNC, when you see them at the DNC, you notice what you're not seeing? You're not seeing all the gay flags. Like even in this one here, there's an American flag there, but you don't see any gay flags when they're all about that gayness. Gayness, the gay flags, the BLM flags, the trans-Tifa flags, the pro-Hamas Palestinian terrorist flags, they're all about that. But right now, they only show one flag up there, and it's all that deception to get the American people, the stupid people, to be like, oh, they hadn't been paying attention to anything. Not even really understanding why they're paying high gas prices, not even understanding why the food is still cost so much. But they're going to vote, and they'll be like, okay, well, let me look at the DNC. Let me look at the Democrats. Oh, okay, they're all talking about joyfulness. Oh, they're just talking about being happy. Everybody wants to be happy, right? Give me some drugs. Everyone wants to be happy. That's what they're talking. And people go, I can get down with that. The Democrats are talking about doom and gloom. I know the Democrats created all of the doom and gloom, but I like that they're just talking about happiness. Happy, feel good. It's disgusting. 70 days? What? Wow.
Exclusively for you, we have the Adventures Canvas Hat. It's heavy-duty cotton canvas with a wide brim and natural fraying for a unique look. This hat is perfect for the beach or hiking. Also check out our custom-made polyester satin scarves, exclusive patterns, handcrafted in Minnesota. And for the men, premium American Bison Buffalo leather wallet. Single fold wallet, 3 pockets for cards and cash. Go to uniteamericafirst.com and select the merch tab to shop.
A voice spoke to me and said, I've got something I want to show you. I was so sure God had talked to me. And I was stunned by what I saw.
A direct fulfillment of this over 2,500-year-old prophecy. The United States will stand with Israel.
Why haven't I ever seen this before?
1/3 of humanity will die. What do these beasts symbolize?
The lion, the bear, the leopard.
The combined beast from Revelation 13 represents the end-time government of the Antichrist. Understanding the end time.
Looking to give your wardrobe an upgrade? Well, look no further. Here at God Country & Kin, we've got you covered from head to toe, from shoulder to shoulder, and everything in between. Introducing our brand new Patriotic Collection, designed to display your patriotic spirit with a stylish look that's sure to turn heads. And the best part is, you don't have to break the bank to be your best you. Why wait? Visit us online or in-store today and elevate your style with God Country & Kin. God Country & Kin, where patriotism meets style. Shop now. Visit the Patriot TV store and look for the God Country Kin banner to find the perfect outfit, shirt, accessory, or maybe a great hat. You can totally see yourself rocking this hat. I know you can. And check out all the great stuff we've got to show your patriotism at patriot.tv.store. Click that link above that says store and join me there at the Patriot TV store.
And we're back. Let me share this with you. Masculinity. The Democrats have this whole thing right now trying to change what it is to be a man, because they don't want you to be a man if you're a man. They don't even know what a woman is. So now they're trying to change the definition of a man. And they're completely okay with a man putting on a dress and lipstick, going into the little girl's restroom, competing on girl sports. They're completely fine with that. And then they're calling these men women. Like they all of a sudden they know what a woman is. And this is what a woman, muscular, Adam's apple, beating up all the other women. That's a woman. How dare you say otherwise? But then when you actually have biological men, they're trying to change what a biological man is. They need a biological man to be feminine. They don't want you to be strong. They don't want you to hold the door for a woman. They don't want you lifting heavy tools in front of women, because women can't do it for the most part. Some can. Very few. Very few. But listen to this. I know who I am. I am a man. And I really don't know what it feels like to be other than Will Johnson, whatever that is, right? I know what I feel like. Now, I don't know that you specifically feel like a woman, or if you feel like a man. It's like a color. Like, I don't feel like a color. I feel like Will Johnson. But this is how they bring everything. Listen to this. This Dana Bash on here saying that, like Tim Walz, he's comfortable being who he is, knowing who he is in his skin, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Wah, 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 wah. Listen.
But they are doing so in trying to put forward male figures, Tim Walz being one of them, Doug Emhoff last night, who can speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone-laden, gun-toting kind of guy who wants to listen to Hulk Hogan and the kind of players that came out at the RNC, or might want to listen to that, but also, in addition, understand that it's okay in 2024 to be a man comfortable in his own skin who supports a woman. And that's something that they really are trying to work on with male voters beyond the base.
Abby, we were talking.
So she's basically saying that in order for you to support a woman, you don't need to be masculine. You don't need to act like an alpha male. You don't need to act like you're strong or be strong. You need to act real timid. You need to cry. You need to do all these extra things. Just cry for no reason. Oh my God, I'm so happy I'm crying. Wah, wah, wah. Men don't do that. I mean, it's very rare for men to cry even in war. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because in war it's pretty brutal. But most of the time, men don't I don't have time to cry right now. I'll cry later. And that's perfectly fine. But they're wanting men to be wussies. They're already creating in schools right now, trying to teach little Johnny and little Timmy and little Tyrone that they can be little girls. Don't be boys. And just like little girls are trying to convince them to cut off their breasts. Don't be girly. This is pure evilness. Like, here's another example of what I'm talking about. Listen to this. This was MSSTD.
Trying to own masculinity in the most regressive, sort of misogynist way possible. J.D. Vance lecturing everybody on, what a family means, what it means to be a man. Donald Trump obviously has his own version of manhood.
Hold on. So J.D. Vance bringing up the fact that a man that takes care of his family, loves his wife, punches boys, hug his daughter, right? That's not what a man is supposed to be. This is what they have a problem with. A man in the household. Because, see, you remember they try to create like the modern family where it's the two males, a daddy and a daddy, or a mommy and a mommy in the household, not a mother and a father. They don't want that as a family unit. They want to separate that. They want to change what it means to be a family. One that procreates. And you know what? If it's two daddies, they can't procreate. If it's two mommies, they can't procreate. You can't do it. And then she talked about President Trump, his definition of a man. President Trump is an alpha male. They can't stand it to no end. They want a weak, sissified man, not an alpha male. We need an alpha male in the White House.
See Tim Walz out there as a man who is just joyfully embracing his role as the potential vice president, the nation's first female president, is an extraordinary thing. But also to see his son weeping for his father in a deeply tender and emotional way. And then the last thing I'll say, because I think this hasn't been talked about enough, to see Democrats champion men as voices on reproductive choice. Yeah. As you saw yesterday, I believe, from Amanda Zarowski's husband, tonight from Tim Walz, talking about.
See, why is killing the unborn child such a huge movement for them? Because they're evil. I'll go ahead and answer my own question here. And they're talking about these men, they're championing the fact that women want to kill the unborn child. They're standing with these women that want to kill this baby. Just like that, right now they have the meat wagon there, the abortion clinic. And for the last couple of days until today, I kept saying, man, this is just demonic. I mean, it's still demonic. Don't get me wrong. It's still demonic. But then I got to thinking, I was talking to my producer earlier, and I'm like, yeah. Is it really a bad thing that they have the clinic there? I mean, y'all see my point. Is it really a bad thing that they have this clinic there giving free vasectomies to liberal men? Oh, well, so wait a minute. They're about to help with the population of these stupid people. Look, I'm not for the abortion clinic being there, but all these liberal men getting in line, getting this vasectomy done, I'm like, they might be on to something. They might just be helping us out, probably helping society out more than we ever know. So maybe we shouldn't complain. Maybe we should say, you know what, maybe I need 2 or 3 or 4 more of these vehicles there so you can fast track these men through there quicker. All of these liberal men. Y'all see Mike Lindell, he was there, and that young dude, Harry, approached Mike Lindell, and he's trying to get Mike Lindell, because he's supporting President Trump. And then Mike Lindell said to little Harry, did you get your vasectomy yet? Did you get your vasectomy? I think it's a really good thing. I mean, I'm just saying, we need to, at some point, this liberalism, it needs to stop. One person made a comment saying, yeah, they're getting vasectomies and they're getting the flu vaccine, right? One way, the vaccine may end up possibly killing them. At some point, probably kill them. And then the vasectomy, that'll stop them from procreating. Because all they're going to do is grow up. All they're going to do is train these little tyrants to be little communists, right? They went through school becoming communists, and that's what they are today. Straight up communists. Communism has set in, and they're completely fine with being a communist. Completely fine with it. Hey, patriot.tv/right on focus. Patriot.tv/right on focus. Please, let me get you to go to patriot.tv/right on focus and become one of the sponsors. Help me, help the network. We're still growing network here. We're still doing what we can. We're still bringing you the information. So please go to patriot.tv/right on focus. I promise at some point I will be putting short documentaries there, and I will be putting interviews there that you would only be able to see exclusively on patriot.tv/right on focus. And at the same time, when you sign up, guess what happens? You get discounts in the Patriot store. You'll also get discounts in the Patriot store. So patriot.tv/right on focus to become a sponsor member for the Patriot family. It will really make a difference. It will really make a difference. So do it today. Do it today. Greatly appreciate it. Hoping we was going to be able to put it up on the screen here, but look like we might be having some technical issues over there in the control center to be able to do that. So please, if you can, go to patriot.tv/right on focus. Things are going to get real crazy here in the next 2 months. The next 2 months is going to get real stupid. I mean, it really is. And they're not going to let up. They're not going to let up. I'm just kind of curious on what the next crisis is going to be. Something's going to happen. What that is, I don't know. I just pray they leave President Trump alone. We need President Trump to go into the White House this November. We need him to win so he can go in January of 2025. You understand me? God bless everyone. See you tomorrow. I will be taking your phone calls. Make sure you call in early. God bless everyone. Good night.
Former National Security Advisor Lieutenant General Michael Flynn pleaded guilty today to lying to the FBI.
He was one of the most respected generals in the military. Every American needs this historical DVD keepsake. Flynn delivered the truth, whatever the cost. Hand signed by General Michael Flynn. Order now at the Patriot TV store. Use promo code PTV at checkout to get special savings. The Patriot TV store, a secure, hassle-free shopping experience.
I'm excited to announce we're having a huge MyPillow spring sale, and here's a few examples. Buy one of our MyPillow 2.0s, you get another MyPillow 2.0 absolutely free. Made with cooling technology, the best pillow ever just got even better. And this just in, 9 brand new colors and styles of our Percale bed sheets. They're made with the finest long staple cotton, and now you can save 50% or more. That's as low as $24.98. And for the first time this year, I'm bringing you our My Slippers and Sandals for as low as $25 a pair. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get your MyPillow 2.0s. Buy one, get one free. Percale sheets as low as $24.98. My Slippers and Sandals as low as $25 a pair. And for a limited time, when you order $75 or more, your entire order ships absolutely free.